Joined by Conor O'Sullivan, who looks after the meat in Board B's China office. Conor, China has been very much a recurrent theme today across all species. It's no doubt the market that has the most exciting potential for the Irish meat industry. Is that fair?
Well, it's one of a number of very exciting markets. China, for pork, it's been number 2 market for us. I think for beef, it's going to be a very promising market once we get access. And looking further down the line, there's we've seen today from the presentations, they're the biggest lamb importer as well, so there's a lot of potential much further down the line. And
it's our second most important market for pork, yet there was a slowdown in imports in the middle of last year. Do you feel that growth trend will resume again going into 2018?
You can look at it that the slowdown was more of a correction, reversed back to the normal. 2016 was very much an abnormal year when the restructuring within China took a lot of supply out of the market, and then they had to fill it up with imports. And as the restructuring is starting to become more effective and the domestic supply is starting to recover, that means their need to import is returning back to the way it was. But the overall trend is still.
Their growth in red meat imports has been quite spectacular, particularly in beef. I've noticed Brazil is a huge supplier, so is Argentina. It's really the South American countries and Australia and New Zealand that are the big suppliers. India would also be a major supplier. Where will Ireland fit into that?
Well, Europe isn't there yet, okay, and for all of the sectors, Europe has a very strong reputation for quality, it's got a strong reputation for food safety. They're very important factors for the Chinese consumer. And once we do get access, the fact that we're naturally grass produced, that's different to what is currently being supplied. Like the Brazilians, they're focused mostly on serving this kind of mass market commodity side. The Australians, they have a bit more branding, but they've been there for longer, The Indians then, well, that we won't say much about that, that's not coming in officially.
It's a different product.
It's a different product.
Tell me, in terms of Ireland, there's an expectation that we'll get into that market in 2018. How quickly and what type of volumes do you see established within the first year?
I can't say specifically for volumes how much we might get, but if you look at the way the pork industry was, it started off quite small and it's grown, it multiplied over the course of 5 or 6 years. In the first year we had a few thousand tons, and then last year we had nearly 60,000 tons.
I suppose the way Irish farmers will look at this, we had the BSE ban the announcement made back in early 2015, and we're waiting on it. Similarly, early in 2015 we got access to the United States market. We put a couple of thousand ton in that year, the same last year and the same this year. It hasn't really taken off for us, and I suppose the fear is that is it hype or will it be the real deal? Will we follow the pattern of pork in China, that's the beef sector, or will we follow the pattern that beef has followed into the US?
No, I think it's more likely to be the former. China's their reliance on imports is growing. There's a lot of space at the moment. As we said, there's only 5 main exporters at the moment. That's going to change. Ireland can definitely be one of them.
So, to sum up, Conor, you're excited about the possibilities for Irish meat?
I'm very excited, yeah. It's great to be out there now, and this is a real opportunity for us to get going while the market is still young and growing.
Conor O'Sullivan, thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Eddie.